Hi students, this is the next help video where I'm talking about the different assignments in the class and how to approach them. And in this video I'm going to begin with the writing assignment. Now these writing assignments, you have 2 in week 2, another 2 in week 3, 2 more in week 4, and 1 more in week 5. So you have 7 altogether. And some of them take longer, some of them are shorter, they vary a little bit. Basically, they're all designed to help you learn to develop different skills that are necessary for writing the paper. And I've just picked this one because it's in week 2, and that's the model that I've been using. This one is about practicing citations, learning how to cite. This one is about recognizing plagiarism. And for most of these, well, actually it varies. For this one, it's more like a quiz. So when you go into it, just wait while the internet loads it up here. Oh no, there we go. Okay, you just wait while it comes up, and so then I give you the instructions, and then you can just begin the test down here, and it's a multiple choice test about citations. What I've done in a number of these videos is to make these little video tutorials that you can watch that kind of walk you through some of the steps of the more complex assignments. This one, I'm just giving you an example of how to cite the main texts from the course, but with some of the others, I walk you through step by step. The different steps of the assignment, and sometimes I do the same assignment for a different source so that you can see how I go about doing them. So I hope these are helpful. Again, like with some of these other things, let me know if the video tutorials are helpful. I've made them smaller so they're not overwhelming, but if you want to make them bigger, you can just expand to full screen like this. Okay. All right. So those are the writing assignments. They vary each week. Usually these are the most difficult assignments of the class. And even if it doesn't look like they would take a long time, they generally require some critical thinking and some reflection on your part. So budget, maybe not a lot of time, maybe not as much time as you would to reading the textbook, for example, but budget good thinking time when your brain is active. These aren't things to do when assignments that you should be doing when you're tired. Okay, so we have writing assignments. Then we have the essays. So these come up every other week. End of week 2, end of week 4, end of week 6, and end of week 8 the last week. So you'll write 4 of these. And basically, I'm having you write 4 essays instead of having you take a midterm or a final. And so you can see here that I ask kind of broad questions that I want you to go away and write about in as much detail as a 5-paragraph essay will let you. So if we click into this, you choose which question you're going to answer. Remember, you only answer one question. It's not that you should answer one of these questions for each paragraph. One question answered over the course of your essay. And then when you're finished, you can either write it in as a text submission, or you can attach a file here and submit it that way. Either is fine. Again, I've made the rubric available, so please look at this. And look at this and make sure you're matching up with the rubric. Do you have a clear thesis in your introduction? In your body paragraphs, are you using details and dates and specific names, specific places, specific events? Are you using primary sources that we've discussed? So are you backing up your point by referring to the sources that we've read for discussion? If you can do that, as you can see, that's what separates a good essay from a great essay. So I encourage you to study this rubric. I encourage you when you're writing your essays, as I've said here, to draw in as much specific detail as possible. Really beat me over the head with the sense that you know what you're talking about when it comes to these different topics. The last type of assignment that I'm going to talk about here is the journal, and these should be very straightforward. So you have one of these every week. These are just a way for you to let me know how the course is going for you, how the course is fitting in with the other pressures that you might face in your life at the time, and just kind of giving me a sense of where you are and how you're finding the course. So it's very helpful for me. It's a chance for you to develop a relationship with me. And so in that end, the rubric is very basic. I just want to see that you're engaging thoughtfully with the topic, that you're giving me some kind of sense of how the course is going for you. Okay, so I'm going to provide one more help video about the paper, and then you'll be all good to go.